continuing to develop methodology here on the program. We're approaching, in September will be our third year, and we're talking about thousands and thousands of callers. And I open every show by saying, we believe that you were created to fill a unique role in this world. You were created to fill a unique role. And then I say that means you're really valuable, but it also means there's some duty here for you to actually understand this, figure out what the role is, and then actually do it. Somebody out there needs you to be you. And so when I say the word role, it's really important that you get it. And it occurred to me, I've got to do some more teaching and educating on this, because some people go, well, what's the difference between a role and a job? And because we use the words interchangeably in our language, okay? And so I don't want to confuse, but I really want you to grab this. Okay, so the role is the idea that this is the part I play. So think of work as a Broadway show or a television show or a movie. This idea that we all play a role. Okay, are we the villain? So when we think about a play, are we the hero? Are we the supporting actor? Are we the wise mentor? Are we the agitator? All the roles that exist in any story. And so if you think of story and roles, you're going, okay, I get that role. Okay. And so if you think about any story, there's nuances, right? We've got the instructor in the story. We've got the guide. We've got the cheerleader. We've got the parent. So again, all kinds of roles. If you break down any story, whether it be a book, a play, a television show, a movie. Okay, you got that. Now, let's pause for a moment. When we talk about the sweet spot, and that's an analogy that just talks about this idea that you are living and working in your sweet spot, and it just is beautiful. And people see you and they just look at you and they go, gosh, you were just born for this. You're just born for this. You're natural. So whether you've ever felt that, you've probably seen it in other people. You just go, oh, there's just a natural at that. Well, they're in their sweet spot because it looks effortless. And that's the idea here, is that when we strike a ball on the sweet spot of the instrument, the sporting instrument, that's where it's supposed to be hit. And so what happens is it feels effortless to the athlete. It looks effortless to the fan. And then maximum performance is created, all right? Speed and distance, okay? So that's the idea for you and your work. So you find your sweet spot at the intersection of talent, passion, mission. Talent, what you do best. Passion, what you love to do, the work itself. And then mission comes in when we go, I'm doing work that I love that also is creating a result that I'm like jacked about, fired up about, okay? Now get the difference. Now, I can be good at a task, enjoy doing the task, but the result is kind of like, it's okay. Yeah. Or I can use my talent to perform my passion, to create a result that is missional for me. I care deeply about the result. Now that's a different game. That person is in their sweet spot. That person is truly filling the role. Okay, so what we've done in the past with callers, and I'm going to start to do more and more of this, is that when you figure out the intersection, and that's what our Career Clarity Guide does, and that's what Sally did. So Sally called in. She said, Ken, I'm struggling with the mission part. I can't really identify the people I want to help, the problem they have, and the solution to their problem, because those are the three questions under mission. Who do you most want to help? What problem do those folks have? Or want. So it doesn't always have to be a need. It could be a want. All right. And then what's the solution or solutions to that need or want you get fired up about? So she said, Ken, I'm struggling. I can't come up with anything. So we went back to her passion, and she told us, well, I'm passionate about health and wellness. I'm passionate about helping others specifically. I love to kind of give them their source, their resource, really connecting them to their answer. And so we put her on the spot. I said, well, then who are the people you want to help after getting some of that? And she still couldn't give me an answer. Froze. I don't know. It's hard to be specific. I said, forget about being specific. Let's move down. What are the problems you get excited about helping out with? Solving these problems in the workplace, what would that be? And she said, health and wellness. I said, let's be more specific. Came down to exercise and nutrition. And I asked her why, because she had a breakthrough in her life. Total physical transformation. She wants other people to experience that. And I said, well, what if you could do that all day, every day, knowing that you help somebody transform their life just like you transformed your own? She said, Ken, it'd be unspeakable. I don't even know how to describe it. That's it. That's the whole point of everything I teach. That's what gives you the juice, is talent, passion, mission together. See, you can use your talent alone. Just do a job that you're good at. You're just good at it. But you don't love the work. You just happen to be good at it. And the result of your work, there's no deep, abiding connection. You don't get fired up over it. You go, it's nice. It doesn't fire you up. So you'll be successful. You can also use your talent to perform your passion and stop there, meaning you're good at the work and you really love the work. But if you look at the results of your work and does it connect your heart, really make your heart swell? No, again, you're kind of proud of it and I do really good work, but it doesn't set me on fire. Then you'll be satisfied. But if you use your talent to perform your passion, to see your mission happen, meaning the results of your work, they fire you up to the point that you can get emotional about it. Now, see, that's significance. That's what I am teaching and preaching. Now, quick aside, you don't get all of your significance from your work. You are more than just a worker. You are multidimensional. And I don't want you to have all of your identity wrapped up in your work, okay? But as it relates to your work contribution and your role, that's where you derive that significance, and that's where you get the juice. And you don't feel like you're working. You can work your fanny off. You know it's hard and have tough days, but boy, it's worth it all every night. So this idea of the role. In the sweet spot, that's the role. And you go, okay, what's the role? What's one word that describes most of my day if I'm playing this part, right? Filling this role. I'm experiencing significance. So what's a word? Is it leader? Is it trailblazer? Is it counselor? Is it connector? Is it fixer? Is it caregiver? Is it negotiator? Is it organizer? Throwing these words out. And again, if you're new to the program, keep listening, but also go to kencoleman.com and get the Career Clarity Guide. It's a free resource. I'm not selling you anything. And it's going to walk you through just a basic version of what I just taught. But really try to figure out that role, that one word that will describe, boy, if I'm filling this role in the story of life, the story of my work, I'm alive. There's no wrong word. You can change the word. But really grab this. So when I talk about role, I really want you to get this. Your unique role lives in your sweet spot. That's where you find it. And then when you figure out that role, and I gave you all these one-word examples, then you look to the marketplace. How are all the ways? Where are all the ways that I can be that conductor, that facilitator, the cheerleader, the coach, whatever it is? When we figure that out, we go, oh my goodness, so much freedom. I'm not worried about one job. I'm not worried about missing the wrong career. I know my role and I can do it in so many places. It's a game changer. It'll free you up. So when I talk about role, your unique role, understand that you find that in your sweet spot.